Good morning, dear children. I welcome you all to Social Science class, Standard 8, Civics, Unit 4, and the topic is Human Rights and UNO, United Nations Organization. Children, as a human being, we have some rights, isn't it? So, as a student, what is your right? Yes, right to education, right to life, right to liberty, freedom of speech and expression. Very good. Dear children, when do we celebrate the Human Rights Day? Every year, 10th December, we celebrate Human Rights Day. Okay. Now we are going to learn human rights and UNO. The learning objectives are to understand what human rights are, to understand the relationship between rights and responsibilities, to know the importance of human rights, to understand that human rights belong to everybody, to appreciate the meaning and significance of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights 1948. Dear children, what are human rights? Human rights are rights inherent to all human beings, regardless of race, sex, nationality, ethnicity, language, and religion. What is the meaning of ethnicity? It means belonging to a some group. Okay. Human rights include freedom from slavery and torture, then freedom of opinion and expression, and the right to life, work, and education. Children, where do these human rights come from? Do you know that? Yes, a set of basic rights and freedom has deep roots in European and American countries. That is, written precursor of human rights document. Second one is the birth of United Nations, and the third is the Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is UDHR. Now we will see written precursors of human rights document. First one, the Magna Carta of 1215. What is the meaning of Magna Carta? Which means the Great Charter. It is one of the most important documents in history, as established the principles that everyone is subject to the law, even the king. We are all equal before the law. Even the king also equal before law. Second one, the Petition of Right 1628. This Petition of Right passed on 7th June 1628 set out the rights of the people. This Petition of Right reportedly of equal value to Magna Carta. Now the third one, the Habeas Corpus Act of 1679. This act for the better securing liberty of the subject. Fourth one, the English Bill of Rights of 1689, which set out certain basic civil rights. Now the next is the French Declaration on the Right of Man and Citizen 1789, which means a document of France stating that all citizens are equal under the law. The last one, the US Constitution and Bill of Rights 1791. This safeguards the rights of the citizens. We are the citizens of India. What is the meaning of citizen? Children, citizen means one who legally accepted as the member of a particular country is called as a citizen. Next, we will see the birth of United Nations. The idea of human rights emerged stronger after the Second World War. The Second World War started in the year 1939. It ended in 1945. Okay. During the times of war, human lives lost its value, and those affected by war had to struggle till the end of their life. It is proved that the government of some countries alone could not protect human rights. People wanted to ensure that never again would anyone to be unjustly denied life, freedom, food, shelter, and nationality. These voices played a critical role in the San Francisco meeting, in which the United Nations Charter was drafted in 1945. United Nations Organization, that is UNO, which was established on 24th October 1945, took up the issue. Human rights is an important theme in all UN policies and programs in the areas of the peace and security, development, humanitarian assistance, and economic and social affairs. Next, we will see Universal Declaration of Human Rights, that is UDHR. It was adopted by the UN General Assembly in the year 1948. Okay. It is a milestone document in the history of human rights. The declaration was proclaimed by the UN General Assembly in Paris, France on 10th December 1948. In remembrance of every year, 10th December is observed as the Human Rights Day. It is also known as modern International Magna Carta of Human Rights. Next, we will see the Cyrus Cylinder 539 BCE. Cyrus the Great, the first king of ancient Persia. He freed the slaves and declared that all people had the right to choose their own religion. We have the right to choose our religion, no? Like that, he declared that all people had the right to choose their own religion and established racial equality. These and other decrees were recorded on a baked clay cylinder in the Akkadian language in cuneiform script. It is translated in 6 official languages of the United Nations, and its provisions parallel the first 4 articles of the Universal Declaration of Human Rights. Next, we will see that human rights are based on the values of dignity, justice, and equality. Dignity, which means the right to life, the right to integrity, the prohibition of enforced labor, slavery, and degrading punishment. That is called dignity. Next one, justice. The right to fair trial, proportional punishment to crime, the right not to be tried more than once for the same crime. That is about justice. Next one, equality. We are all equal before law. That is called equality. Then, no discrimination on race, religion, gender, age, ability, disability, etc. Okay. Next, we will see basic characteristics of human rights. First one, inherent. It means they are not granted by any person or authority. Okay. Second one, fundamental. They are fundamental rights because without them the life and dignity of man will be meaningless. So there should be fundamental. Okay. Third one, inalienable. They cannot be taken away from the individual. Fourth one, indivisible. They cannot be denied even when other rights have already been enjoyed. Next one, universal. They are universal. They apply irrespective of one's origin or status. They are enforceable without national border. Last one, interdependent. They are interdependent because the fulfillment or exercise of one human rights cannot be had without the realization of the other. So children, these are the basic rights of human rights. Next, we will see kinds of human rights. There are 30 articles incorporated in Universal Declaration of Human Rights. These rights are broadly classified into 5 primary categories. They are civil rights, political rights, social rights, economic rights, and cultural rights. First, we will see civil rights. Actually, the term civil rights refers to the basic rights afforded by law of the government to every person. This is the right to be treated as an equal to everyone else. It includes the rights to life, liberty, freedom from slavery, and arbitrary arrest. Now we will see political rights. Political rights are exercised in the formation and administration of a government. Political rights refers to an individual's ability to participate in a civil and political life of the society and the state without fear of discrimination or repression, and is tied closely to citizenship status. The civil and political rights are directly related to modern democracy. What is democracy, children? Democracy is a system in which the government of a country is elected by the people. Here, they protect the individual from the misuse of political power and recognize every individual's right to participate in their country's political process. It includes the freedom of expression and peaceful assembly, the right to take part in the government of one's country, the right to vote, the freedom of speech and obtain information. Dear children, what is the voting age in India? Yes, the voting age in India is 18 years. Okay. Now we will see social rights. Social rights is necessary for an individual to fully participate in the society. Social rights are those rights necessary for an adequate standard of living, including the right to education, health care, food, clothing, shelter, and social security. Now we will see economic rights. Economic rights are the right to participate in an economy that benefits all and to desirable work. Economic rights guarantee every person to have conditions under which they are able to meet their needs. This includes the right to employment and fair wage, the reasonable limitation of working hours, shelter, education, and adequate standard of living, and the right to property. Next, we will see cultural rights. Here, cultural rights are the rights to freedom of religion and to speak the language and to practice the cultural life of the community. The right to share in scientific advancement and right to protection of moral and material interest. So children, I hope you understand about human rights, basic characteristics of human rights and kinds of human rights. We will learn more about this lesson in our next class. Thank you. Have a nice day.